All right, Aquarius, welcome to your monthly Sidereal Astrology forecast for January of 2016. My name is Athen, and this is for Sidereal Astrology. If you are new to this type of astrology, do check the description down below because the signs are different. All right, Aquarius, so this month kicks off with a Mercury retrograde from the 5th through the 25th, and that's going to be specifically and more so involving your 11th house of everything regarding your communities that you're part of, any type of organizations, your ideals in life, any type of big picture plans that you have in terms of your visions, and networks and friends and groups and that sort of thing. So it's your house, and with Mercury retrograde here, there's this importance of sort of reflecting on, maybe rehashing, redoing some of these things you've been working on, or your perspective on these areas of life, which have been a very transformative area because you've had Pluto here, and now a lot of these fast movers, well, the Sun and Mercury will be going over Pluto here this month, and so creating a lot of transformation, and the new moon will be close to Pluto as well. So the key with that is to be open to change and to learn more about those 11th house matters, as well as reflect on how you express yourself, maybe in regards to those, and also the deeper aspects of life, maybe in terms of how you communicate the deeper meaningful things, which is Mercury ruling your 8th house. So that's at the beginning. Then also on the 7th and 8th, we've got Jupiter going retrograde. So here with this, there's this reflection with relationships in terms of for about the next 5 months, rehash, rethink about your partnerships, your one-to-one connections, all kinds, business, romantic, and otherwise. And through that, you'll be learning a lot, as you have been, I think, learning a lot about relationships, but now it takes on more of the internal level. And the North Node goes into the 7th, where you'll have a lot of life path shifts and life path changes now for the next 2 years to be brought into relationships. That's where you're going to find a lot of support. It's all part of your future life path to meet people, have those one-to-one connections, partnerships, etc. Now on the 9th, we have that new moon in Sagittarius, so there are new beginnings with those organizations or ideals or community things. And I think it's a great time to plant new seeds around it. Just be malleable, just be adaptive during this time, of course, because Mercury is retrograde here. And to be open to change because it will be conjoining up to Pluto. So it's also releasing a lot of old energies. There's also a lot of old things changing, or being released so that there is change through that space being created. And it's all squaring up to this Uranus in your 2nd house. So if you do feel like maybe there's this freedom you want with the financial material stuff, or with the, any type of values that you have, hear that, listen to it. There's something there, but integrate it and do it in a balanced way with whatever these new beginnings are. And I think you'll find that constructive. Now on the 9th, we do have Venus going over your ruler Saturn. So you guys could be feeling good, looking good around the 9th. And specifically with the career stuff, which I think has been an area of responsibility for you this later part of 2015. And there's a lot of hard work to be put into it, but I think you can enjoy that hard work with Venus close by to Saturn, especially around the 9th. And I think you can enjoy that work, enjoy those relationships perhaps at work also. With Venus here all month long, she'll be there up until the 23rd. And things relating to home, your personal life, taking that stuff seriously and building upon that, home, family, your health from the 9th onward, I think will be important, as well as anything you're building with your philosophy or outlooks, since Venus rules your 4th and 9th. Now on the 18th, Mars trines up to Neptune, so there is an easygoingness about the truth. You've been very motivated, I think, the past couple months to see the truth, maybe communicate the truth, have deeper transformation, deeper healing, and all of this. At least it's been available. But, Mars in Virgo is not the easiest energy to work with. It's all very analytical for you. But with a trine up to Neptune, it can be quite easy. In fact, around the 18th, you could find it quite easy going to connect to, if it's relationships, if it's your work or whatever, in a more meaningful way. And it's really all starts from the deeper relationship you have with self and the openness you have with self, which I think you'll find very perhaps, tranquil and easygoing around the 18th. Now on the 21st, the sun goes into Capricorn, which is your 12th house. So I think you guys will probably start to focus more going into February in regards to that alone time, getting that spiritual time out, listening to your dream space, your intuitive guidance. And that's going to be more so into February, especially when you have that new moon there. But you'll probably start to feel that shift of focus over these last couple weeks. And maybe even your relationships take on a more tranquil nature with the sun ruling your 7th going into your 12th like that. Now on the 22nd, Mercury goes over Pluto for that retrograde movement. So there Again, you're learning. There's something that maybe clicks around the 22nd, or there's just maybe some new things coming to light or whatever that you're reflecting on that you can apply from the 22nd to the 25th in regards to those group things and networks or your ideals. And also the way you express yourself in these deeper things, which you have been reflecting on. So with those changes, once Mercury goes direct on the 25th, it's a great time from the 25th onward, especially on the 30th, to really apply those changes, because Mercury will then go over Pluto on the 30th, and it's a great time to be open to change, especially when it comes to applying what you've learned. Now on the 23rd, we've got a full moon in Cancer. So here, this is your 6th house. So a lot of things involving your diet, your routine, your health regimens, and your daily work environment in a nutshell could be coming to a high point. Okay, there could be a lot of awareness, a lot of insight in regards to these things here, this later part. And it's through that energy and insight that you are gaining about the daily activities. You can really channel that into the other areas of your life quite healthfully. Now, also on the 23rd, Jupiter does conjoin up to the North Node, so there is a life path shift, like I was saying, going towards relationships, but there's a lot of maybe optimism, a lot of stuff that maybe you have been reflecting on about relationships, just all kind of expanding and pulling you into this new direction. Do check to see where your North Node is in your personal chart to get a more detailed picture of this. But for all of you, generally, the next 2 years is all about those relationships. And right now, I think you can learn that. You're seeing the insight. Maybe you're seeing some opportunities with that. And that's really shifting you into that direction. Now, also on the 23rd, Venus goes into Sagittarius, which is a much more expansive part of the chart. Well, expansive constellation. For you, it's, I think, enjoying more of the groups and organizational things. Maybe meeting people through there as well. And even the home stuff and even philosophical stuff maybe becomes more expansive, maybe even more idealistic in a positive sense. And it's probably from a lot of this transformation that's taken place here in this 11th house. So it really eases that up, and I think you can enjoy that quite a bit. On the 27th, we got Mars going into Libra. So the end of the month going into February, I think, where it has been a lot of drive and ambition for you to connect to those deeper things in life and to share the truth. Now, I think there's more motivation to expand your horizons. Maybe, read some philosophy, share some philosophy, communicate. It's much more lighter in nature up there in the ninth, but it has a lot to do with understanding your life path and philosophizing and thinking about that bigger worldview. All right, Aquarius, so have a great month. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.